Hey, I just had a facial treatment. Maybe you can tell. It was Neogen Plasma. I thought I'd just talk about what it felt to have this treatment. Cream. I had an intermediate treatment, so it was 1 joule of energy that would be considered intermediate, and I'd say really it wouldn't be something that you'd just sit through without numbing cream. With numbing cream, it felt hot. At times uncomfortably hot, but manageable. I am not famously brave, but I was able to cope with it, so it can't be that bad, I'm sure. Then afterwards, your face goes red, and you can sort of see, I've had the treatment done about an hour ago. You can see very clearly where I've stopped having the treatment. So I had sort of mid-face and upwards done. It feels like you've had a sunburn, and that sunburn feeling lasts for about half an hour to an hour. That sort of really stingy kind of sunburn, very manageable. Then actually, after an hour now, I'm comfortable. So at the time, I was asking, will I be able to take painkillers afterwards? But actually now, I don't feel I'm gonna need to take anything. I will need to keep hydrated, I'll need to drink lots of water, I should avoid sun exposure or use sun protection. Well, it's day 2 after my Neogen Plasma treatment, and it's looking a lot less angry than it was, I've got to say. Still visible, and I've got these kind of bits here that kind of look like scratches, where the treatment was probably a little bit deeper, I guess, here and there. I've got to say my face is kind of looking a little bit sun damaged. I'm a bit swollen, my upper eyelids are quite puffy as well. And you can see it most clearly, I would say, where the junction is between where I've had a treatment and where I hadn't. So if you want to go a little bit under the radar, I'd probably look a bit less conspicuous, I think, if I just had a full face treatment. I just looked like I was a bit flushed. Pain-wise, it's fine, no real pain at all. It's tingling, it's kind of like a sunburn feeling, but tingling. Didn't sleep as well as normal, I'd say, last night. I was a little bit aware of the prickling at sort of in the early hours of the morning, but nothing severe, nothing major. And obviously I'm back at work as normal, so it doesn't affect anything like that. I'll keep you updated. Right, so it's day 3 after my treatment, and things are starting to look a bit less angry. Still a bit swollen, still a bit red, but I saw someone I haven't seen for a while just now, and she said to me, "Oh, you're looking all lovely and tanned." I said, "No, it wasn't really a tan, it's a bit of a treatment." Someone yesterday asked me if I'd been skiing. Now there's a great excuse. I wish I'd thought of that. Skiing. This looks a little bit like a skiing tan, doesn't it? So if you need an excuse for people you don't particularly want to tell, but yeah, it does look kind of like a tan. So if it wasn't for that demarcation, I think I'd pull it off. And I am looking. Oh yeah, my swelling, my lower lid swelling is going down. So you can sort of see these creases that have developed where the swelling has reduced. This area there, that top bit where I had, looks like double passes, that is what it would look like across the whole face if you'd had a higher energy treatment. So there'd be a bit more downtime with that. But there you go, day 3, this is me. Right, it's day 5, and I have to say you missed some of the fun stuff. I didn't have a chance to make a video yesterday, and that's when things got kind of interesting. The day before yesterday, you know the guy from the Fantastic Four, the big kind of rock bloke who's kind of tan, brown and cracked everywhere? That's how my face looked. It was described to me as the WTF day, and I will absolutely vouch for that. It was really odd looking. That was then followed by peeling. And when I say peeling, I was just peeling everywhere. We were out for a meal end of day 4, and I was with friends all of day 5, and there were just chunks of my face coming off. I was concerned I was putting people off their food. So that was pretty unpleasant. Lots of moisturizer. There's not really much you can do about that. You will just shed like a snake. And today, it's better. It's a lot better. You can kind of see a bit of flaking still here and there. Generally, actually, there's a little bit at the top of my scalp, I think. There's some sort of dark bits, but these are the round, and it feels a bit rough, so I can see that this is actually still to come off. Elsewhere, actually, my skin feels incredibly smooth and kind of new. I mean, I've got to say, everything feels really nice and smooth, and now we need to see what the future holds. I had an intermediate treatment. You'd normally expect to have 2 of those. or maybe 1 intermediate and 2 to 3 mild. I'm actually quite encouraged by what it has done, I have to say.